AT&T Stadium here in Arlington. We've got ourselves a fight in this one to get back above 500. Week 3 is underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Now motion him out of the backfield. Jackson looking to throw right away. Escapes the pocket. Trying to get away from the pressure, but he can't, and they drop him. And they're going to have to regroup after this one.
It's pretty obvious why you go pass on that first snap. You're trying for a big strike and to take this home crowd out of it. But, Kate, here's the problem. All it did was energize this building. Listen to it. Listen to these fans as they get louder starting off with a sack.
Breaks the tackle, still going. And not much. He maybe got a few across the 30 to about the 32. 3 yards the pickup. Now it's 3rd and 8.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Jackson now on 3rd. Andrews with the catch. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much at training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
The Ravens going to punt this away, and here's Jordan Stout to handle that boot. He punted a couple of times last week in their loss, and now gets this one away. And he's going to be touched down as that return comes to an end. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Go! Yeah!
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And it's a nice little chunk here, 6 yards. David Ojabo making that tackle. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid gain, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
Oh, baby, he gets rocked and the ball is out. And this is picked up by the Ravens.
You're using this play to try for a first down, but also set up whatever in your back pocket for 3rd down. But you know what? Throw it all away. None of it matters now if you can't hang on to the doggone football. And the defense pounces on that one in a hurry.
Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Trying down the middle with Henry. Avoids a defender. We've got a foot race. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. It's a gain of 3 for him. That brings up 2nd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes I wish everybody could feel what that feels like. When you're a QB and you just feel the air in the pocket getting sucked out and you know there's no escape, it can be just one heck of a deflating feeling. Not for that defense who puts a sack on the board.
The Cowboys signaling for their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Cowboys sending out the dime package. 3rd down. They send a man in motion. Decent gain here, but short of the first. It's a gain of 7 yards, and now it's 4th down. Ravens calling on Justin Tucker for the field goal. This will be a 45-yard look from the left hash. Tucker's kick is up and good. And they're on the board.
A dependable kicker, man. That is a coach's best friend. Saves him so much stress to have a guy he can really trust to go out and hit it from that distance consistently. Because from that far out, no kick is a guarantee.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Here's Kevontae Turpin on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Brock, he's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Dak off the play fake. And a man is there to knock that away.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that's just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Throwing again is Dak. And he brings it in, but got too close to the sideline there. They're rolling him out of bounds. We've got 3rd down.
That's a nice job by the defense, Kate, to actually use the 12th defender, and that is the sideline. That throw didn't give the receiver enough real estate to establish possession, and the defense understanding how to use the boundary.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Yeah! Here we go! We're going to 54. Why? Here we go, 46. 26.
From the gun is Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down.
Kate, I've seen a one-step drop. I've seen a 3, a 5, a 7. Some of the boots and play actions get more depth, but a 20-step drop? That's not going to cut it. Except for this defense, it just adds a whole bunch of negative yards to that play.
And he's going to get a modest amount on that return before he ends up out of bounds. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Ravens will go on offense. New set of downs for him from the 46. Okay, the wide receiver's going to get it to begin the drive. And the reverse call pays off. Some decent yardage before he's brought down.
That's just a good play to mix up what you're doing and keep that defense guessing. The execution, that's pretty well done, too. Creating the space for a solid pickup.
2nd and 3 now. They give to Henry on the inside handoff. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Third
and just 2 to go. Ooh, sharp running here. He's past the 30. He does it! Touchdown, Baltimore! The Ravens stretch their early lead to 9. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. They broke out the design run for him there. Coach just tells him, hey, Brock, hey, QB, do your thing, get a 6.
Yeah, and these offensive coaches love this play, and defensive coaches hate it, Kate, because it really gives you an extra hat, right? An extra number when your QB's got the athleticism, got the legs, got the instincts to go run it in for 6. A defensive nightmare, an offensive touchdown.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. And look at this return. And he brought this one almost to midfield before he's tackled.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Yeah!
Play action, Prescott. He rolls to his right. He's keeping it. He wisely avoids contact, sliding down there. That played good enough for a first. Give him an even 10 yards on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Yeah!
Now for the first time, they turn to the rookie from Texas. He's only going to manage to get back to the line. Justin Matabike making that stop. Second and 10 now. Brought in by Jake Ferguson. And he takes it into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys face a 4-point deficit. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. So tough to stay set when you've got defenders doing everything they can to make you jump, and, well, they got one of them to move that time. They'll get another chance to knock the extra point through. Extra distance, no problem for him as his kick is good. Ball set up, and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. And it flies over the end zone and out of play. In the past, it's a touchback to the 25. The new rules starting this season, Brock, so it's now going to be at the 30. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Lamar off the play fake. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They'll get 31 yards on the play. And that's good for a Ravens first down. From the gun, a run for Henry. And they take him down right along the 30.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They motion the slot man right. Now he's past the 25. And he winds up out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the first quarter. Welcome back. Second quarter about to start. Ravens with a chance for at least 3, maybe 6. A give right side to Henry. And not much for him there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7. Now Jackson off the play action. Flushed out of the pocket. Throw left side, complete. And a nice gain here, but it stopped short of the first.
When you see play action, do all you can to get your eyes to the tight end, because that's their bread and butter. That play action gives him time off the line, helps chip a rusher, or even helps sell that fake. And then when he releases, he gets out, he gets some leverage. He gets to that edge before the defender can cover him.
Has it in close. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Henry has the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens make it a 9-point advantage. Derrick Henry, the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Tucker on for the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Ravens make it a 10-point ball game. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And he's brought down for a loss. Offense in the hurry up here. 2nd and 12 behind the sticks. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And the Ravens get the football as he makes his 3rd interception of this season. 2nd and long. They didn't have to pass, Brock, but you kind of knew that was what was coming. And they had the right coverage out there to pick it off.
Yeah, you really have 2 choices here, Kate, offensively, right? You could play conservative, try to get to a manageable 3rd down, or you go step on the gas with aggressiveness. And I love aggressiveness. The problem, well, this defense saw it coming, and even more so, they took it away. They went up and attacked it and got the ball for themselves.
And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
You know what that felt like to me, Kate? That felt like a little bit of overthinking, where he's just waiting for the perfect lane and the breakaway run. But against defenses in this league, you hesitate, you get tackled for a loss.
You change it.
This is Henry on 2nd. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. It was Osa Odigizua in on the tackle. This drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Man in motion here. Strong running inside the 30. It's a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. A perfect design run for him, Brock, at the perfect time. What a gain, and as you tell me all the time, this is something we're seeing a lot more now than we did when, well, you were playing, buddy.
It is an offense's best friend, and it's a defense's nightmare, a quarterback that can scoot.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Struggling to center it. Oh, it's loose. Oh, no, and it bounces out of their own end zone. That's going to be a safety.
You know, those defensive guys, they will tell you that the sideline's their best friend, right? A lot of these routes are trying to push the receivers and move the real estate. Well, sometimes the sidelines could be an offensive player's best friend when that ball bounces harmlessly out of bounds.
First down, here's Dak. This one caught by C.D. Lamb. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
I love throwing on first down. And when you see a first down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
Yeah, here we go. Wait, check. Here we go, 47. 26.
Throwing on first is Prescott. He's going deep this time. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. They were looking for him again, Brock, and for a moment, we thought he had another catch, but then that contact knocked the football from his hands.
Kind of become a victim of his own early success. Not too different, Kate, than a pass rusher that gets a sack. You know what happens? Got to slide to him, got to chip to him. You get a receiver that gets it going like this, you know more contact and more focus is coming his way.
Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10.
Yeah!
A give left side. Here's Robinson. And he's still looking for the play that sparks the ground game as that one stopped for a loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Throw complete to Lamb. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's good for a Cowboys first down.
Yeah, here we go. I take 20.
Dak now from the gun. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Oh, that is such a bummer. A dropped touchdown right in the end zone. We're going to see how quickly he can flush this one. He better, because they got to make an impact later.
Forced out to his right. It's out of harm's way after stringing together some nice yards on that run.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play. And denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Yeah!
3rd down give to Robinson. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Only need the length of the football. It's 4th and inches.
Yeah, here we go.
They'll run it with Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Offense up to the line fast. Here's Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. It'll be a pickup of 4, and they'll snap 2nd and goal from the 3.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
So from the 3, here's 2nd and goal.
Here we go.
Oh, fullback's got it. Look at the power. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Cowboys chop some of the lead off before the half. For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys cut the lead down to 10. That lead trimmed just a bit, down to 10 points now as the kick is up and away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set, 1st and 10.
Ready.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Completed to Flowers. And they crush him right near the marker. Looks close, but yep, Brock, I think he safely got that 1st down before the hit. New slated downs to approach here from the 40.
It's not.
Throwing now on 1st down, it's Jackson. Pocket isn't holding up, they're able to drop it. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Back to the line they go, it's 2nd down.
It's hot.
Another try following the sack. He's on the move. Now he takes it. And he breaks even, but that's it. Brought down at that line of scrimmage. That was Micah Parsons making that play.
Look at the quarterback's eyes. He's looking. He's trying to find a lane of some kind, but there was nowhere to go. And he was lucky to get back to the line before that defense closed in.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. They've got a man in motion. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st. Final timeout taken by the Cowboys. The Ravens getting ready for the punt. Kevontae Turpin on the return for the Cowboys. Starts his return from the 23. And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. That just misses the 50 mark, gets a 49-yard punt. And the Cowboys will get set to go on offense. The clock reads 24 seconds now as the final drive of this half begins.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. What do you think?
1st and 10, Prescott. He lets a heater go deep, middle of the field. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free, incomplete. Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
Yeah, here we go. Where is it? Where is it? Here we go. Going to 54. Why is it? What do you think?
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. He's loaded another one up. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
46. Here we go, 46, 46. Hey, kill.
Prescott now on 3rd down. He's trying another one deep. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. And the Ravens make the defensive stand and come through with a turnover in the final moments of the half.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game with now 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They're just going to play it safe, sticking with the ground game, it looks like. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Heward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. From well into the end zone, he's going to bring this out. They stop him right as he gets up past the 15. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, Billy.
Running left is Robinson. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. From the 20 on 2nd down. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, kill!
Back to the well again. And he stopped after running it up across the 45 to the 46. Good rip on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 2.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short. Robinson on the inside give. Open space inside the 40. And he's finally brought down at the 33. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Offensive coordinators tell us all the time, big runs only happen with coordinated efforts. Great block in the spring of guys hitting blocks downfield, and a back who can show off his...
Touchdown, Dallas! All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys cut it to a field goal game. Ball is set up and it's away. Just a 3-point game now. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback.
At their own 30-yard line.
They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar now from the gun. Chased out to his right. Oh, shouldn't have let that one go. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, they left the locker room in front. Great position to be in, right? But a shaky start to half number 2 with that interception.
We know that no lead in the NFL is safe. A 1-point lead, something that looks insurmountable. How many of these games so often come down to one possession in the end? With a half of football left, you just can't give away too many gifts and too many possessions.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Finds a man right side. And they can't bring him down until he gets into that red zone at the 19. They gain 14 on the play. And that's good for a Cowboys 1st down.
That's good for a Cowboys.
Working inside the red zone. On the move, headed right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind him, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game, all 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested captures, and he couldn't.
Give him 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Ravens bring an extra DB out there. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah! Here we go! Here we go, kill!
Here's Dak. That one's incomplete in the end zone.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Gay's kick is good. And that will tie things up in the 3rd.
You always feel like you leave a few points on the field when you kick it from here. But they don't wind up empty-handed on the drive. And the kicker, he gets to pad his stats a little bit with a high percentage make.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. It's an option right that begins this drive. There he goes on the right side. And he will carry this across for the Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens need only 1 to take the lead. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
Now Tucker on to handle the kickoff. Turpin with a return. He stopped on the return at the 27.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go! Right check! Here we go, 47! What do you think?
Prescott here from the gun. Getting out to his left. He takes it himself. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
You know, these are the type of plays that really get an offense going. This is a chance for QB to inspire the guys around him. Calling his own number, carrying his teammates to a 1st down on that big run. That inflates an offense, and it can suck the wind out of that defense.
Off the play fake, hits Prescott. Ferguson there to bring it in. And he's going to get past the 40 before he goes out. They managed 22 on the rip and a 1st down.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
New set of downs for him at the 38.
Hey, kill!
From the gun is Prescott. Throwing all the way to the end zone here. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
QB took a chance right there, and he nearly paid dearly for it. You know, that's one of those situations, Kate, that if you're going to put the ball in harm's way, you got to make sure it's your guy or nobody's guy.
And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
You hear defensive coaches preach this all the time about not giving up the big play. Keep everything in front of you. They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
Going to 54, wide eight. We're going to 54, wide eight. 26.
Throw on third down. That's caught for the first. They get 22 on that one. And it'll be first down, Dallas.
This entire play, Kate, depends on how well he can separate from his man. You get man-to-man coverage, it's really about two things: separation and trust. Because QBs want to throw it before he breaks. That's the trust. And then they got to believe that that separation can create the big play down the field.
Buying some time right. This time they're going to get there, and they drop it. And he's taken out of bounds behind the line. That's going to be a sack. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Yeah, here we go. Here we go, 46, 26. 26.
Trying again following the sack. Catch is made in close. And in for the Dallas touchdown. For the point after, here's Aubrey. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Cowboys bring it back to even. Aubrey now to kick this one away. So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They're out and set. First and 10.
180. That's up.
One of the tight ends motioning left. The drive begins with Henry. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Second and 13. Makes the grab in bounds left side.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Now it's Lamar. Hits him on the out route. And this one does not go far.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Jordan Stout's the one to send it away. Didn't get that one off in time. This is going to be a delay of game. A little slow to operate the offense, and they're going to back it up as a result of that penalty. So out now comes the punter. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's just going to fair catch that one at the 24-yard line. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10.
Yeah, here we go. I think. 26.
This is Robinson. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Cowboys first down. They're set up at the 35 now. First down, and they go right back to him. And they bring him down after he ran through him up to the 43. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 2nd down, Robinson. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Hey, Kate, you want to see a picture in the football dictionary of staying on schedule? That was it.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. Hey, 47. 26.
Right up the gut. And he won't get anything there. Several defenders nearby to hold him up. No gain there that time, and it's 2nd and 10.
Made it all look so simple, didn't he? That linebacker sorting right through the traffic, finding the runner. That's instincts come to life.
Yeah.
Dak off the play fake. Got to him right as he threw it, and it falls to the ground.
You know, that was a play, Kate, right there, where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time? Well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here.
Kill. 26.
Throwing now from the gun. Complete beyond the marker. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. He picks up 15 on the play. And it'll be 1st down, Dallas.
Yeah. Here we go.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Here we go, 47. 26.
A handoff for Robinson, running right. And his effort results in maybe 2 yards, but nothing more.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
Here we go, going to 54. Here we go, 47. 26.
From the 37. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
Defensive coaches in the NFL say it all the time. Limit the big play. Keep these guys in front of you. Well, this defense is going to have to stay vigilant because this receiver, he could take the lid off a defense at any time.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down.
Here we go, 47. 47. Hey, kill. 26.
Looking to throw. He has the 1st over the middle. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Brought in close to the 8. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's going to get taken down near the goal line. It's a gain down to the 1. Call it a 70-yard pickup, and they're just a yard away now on 2nd and goal.
Okay, this is why coaches across all levels of football harp on the importance of good, fundamental tackling, not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when one of their guys has a chance to bring down a running back, they're able to do it and keep those plays from going any further.
And they'll bring him down after a pretty short gain. It's a gain of a yard, but they needed just a couple more inches. 3rd down.
You know, how often do we talk about awareness, and it's always offense? Well, this is a great case for the defensive awareness. The ball went to a secondary ball carrier, and the defense was aware enough to cut him down for a big red zone stop.
And he's caught behind the line for a loss. Now with 2:09 left on the clock, we got a timeout from the defense. Flying down the heart of the lane, and it's good! And late in the 4th, they have grabbed a lead.
Well, I tell you what, you get to this time of the game, you've got to have that reliable kicker on the sideline to turn things over to. That's the definition of clutch right there as they take the lead.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Lamar back to throw. Complete. Derrick Henry has some daylight through the 40. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Dallas. Ravens down by only 3. Let's see how they attack this first down, Brock, from the 43. Putting a receiver in motion. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. That could be it, folks. It's intercepted. That's Jordan Lewis. And this one may be out of reach now because the defense comes through with 6. Defense getting in on the fun, Brock, with that 4th quarter lead as they provide a nice little boost there with the pick 6.
Yeah, you could feel some of the desperation of this offense, and when you get into that mode, it is danger time. Defenses love to take advantage of it. I always say to you, Kate, play fast but never in a hurry. You can't be rushed offensively because you can often be rushed into mistakes like that.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Jackson trying again after the pick. Buys time, rolling right. Well, the pressure nearly got to him, but still a good play defensively as that one falls incomplete.
Well, both ends of their defense nearly came away with a huge play. Another step, and they sacked the quarterback. But even still, the hit altered the throw and almost set up a takeaway.
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete.
Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting the completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
To throw. Gets this to Bateman. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. Lamar throwing again. Flush down now to his left. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Trayvon Diggs has got it.
This is a time that the communication upstairs from the booth, Kate, down to the field, it starts to get just a little bit hot. These eyes in the sky, they've got to help this quarterback try to see the field because right now, with the 3rd interception, man, he is killing his team.
The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Going to 53.
Motioning the tight end now.
26.
Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
Well, if they were concerned about losing yards, running it on 1st down, it just happened anyway. Not many passes end in a loss. Hopefully they got a little more aggressive strategy coming here on 2nd down.
Here we go, here we go.
Handoff now to Robinson. And he rips off good yardage, but it will not move the chains.
Even though that run did not net them a 1st down, I can promise you this, Kate. I promise you. I know how it works. They're going to circle that one. They're going to remember that one. And when they need some key yards on the ground, they'll come back to that call later.
They come to the line here, and this is 3rd and 6.
Here we go, going to 53. Here we go, going to 54, going to 26.
Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Fits it through the middle. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal. Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. So the Cowboys take the win here in Arlington. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So for Brock Heward and all of our crew, I'm Kate Scott, wrapping up another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Dallas.